Greetings, everyone. It's nice to be with you once again for this midweek message. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Father Joe. I'm a priest at St. Catherine's, Westford, St. Anne's, and Littleton, just in case you don't know who I am by now. If you're sick of me, don't worry. I'm sick of myself. Anyhow, just to give you an update on a couple of fronts and then to end on a nice melodious note. First, Father Peter has had a little setback this week. We're taping this on Wednesday, July 1st, and he was admitted to the hospital again on Monday evening of this week with an infection in his back incision, which was rendering him somewhat weak and immobile and in pain. And so he was admitted to the New England Baptist Hospital, where they performed a surgical procedure on Wednesday of this week to clean out the infection. I just got off the phone with his surgeon, who informed me that everything went extremely well. He should be fine. He will be in the hospital for a few days on an IV antibiotic and then sent home to the rectory on antibiotics for a while as well. So just keep him in prayer. Hopefully all is moving in the right direction for him. Secondly, to give you an update on our reopening process. As you know, we are reopening very gradually, very thoughtfully, and very deliberately. And we're grateful for your input. I know some of you are being driven right up a wall with this, and many of you are expressing a great deal of support for the speed with which we are doing this. Just to give you an update, our reopening committee has met recently, and they came up with a document, which I am holding in my hand, with some suggestions for us moving forward. And they've done an extraordinary job. We are most grateful to the people on the reopening committee, who are also on a number of different other committees too. And we're kind of taxing them on a number of different fronts, and we're most grateful for their expertise and for their wisdom and insight. Just to let you know where things are at and where things are in terms of moving forward. For the moment, we will continue our online weekly Mass. We just finished taping a Mass for the weekend of July 4th and 5th. We will continue doing that on a weekly basis for those who are unable to get out. We will also continue the online rosary that we have had, as well as prayer and fellowship in small group gatherings on the grounds of both churches outdoors. This was something that began in June, and this will continue now as the month of July begins as well. In addition to all that, just to give you an update on our sacramental celebrations, Deacon Bill and I, over the last couple of weeks, have done 7 baptisms, all indoors at St. Catherine's. So we have monthly baptisms in July and August scheduled for both St. Anne's and St. Catherine's. We will keep those dates, mindful of the fact that we will keep the group numbers relatively small. I'm saying no more than 3 or 4 families at a time. If we have to add additional dates for baptisms, we can very easily do that, whether it be on a weekday, a weeknight, or a weekend. So for those of you who are interested in rescheduling or setting up baptisms, give Liz Newton a call by calling the parish number here at St. Catherine's, 978-692-6353. Her extension is 110, and speak to her, and she'll be very, very helpful in terms of setting up those baptisms in a timely way. With regard to the sacrament of reconciliation or the sacrament of penance, I am available for confessions as people call and schedule an appointment. I'm more than happy to meet people at St. Anne's Rectory, St. Catherine's Rectory, social distance, masks, whatever works for you, whatever you're comfortable with. Just don't feel as if you have to make up for lost time if you haven't been to the sacrament in a while. Ours is a God who understands and is very, very forgiving, as you know and as I know. So just avail yourself of that as you see fit, and keep your expectations as realistic as possible. As far as weddings are concerned, Deacon Bill and I have done 4 weddings since April between both of our churches. Very, very small, limited celebrations with the guidelines in mind. All went well. The people were very, very respectful of them. And the liturgies, even though they were a lot smaller than originally planned, went extremely well. I think people left here feeling pretty good about it. Funerals will continue to be graveside services as well as services in the funeral home for the time being. We are not doing any indoor liturgies for the months of July and August. The anointing of the sick. Many people have approached me for an anointing before going into surgery. I've met people at St. Anne's Rectory, I've met people at St. Catherine's Rectory, and I'm more than happy to do that. We've also had calls to the Emerson Hospital, to Westford House, and to Bridges here in Westford for anointings as well. We will continue to respond to them upon request. With all of this in mind going forward, additionally, this is what we have in mind. Beginning the week of July 13th, we will begin outdoor adoration at St. Anne's. And beginning the week of July 20th, we will begin outdoor adoration at St. Catherine's. More specific information regarding the exact days, hours, and times for this, you can check the website or just give us a call. We're more than happy to fill you in on that. But those are two additional layers to the reopening process that we just decided on with the reopening committee the other night. As many of you already know, we have an outdoor confirmation mass scheduled for Sunday, July 19th at 10 a.m. outdoors on the lawn at St. Anne's. Bishop Hennessy has graciously kind of given us this whole day. So if we can't do the confirmation in a large group with our 50 candidates in the morning because of harsh weather, then we'll move everything indoors for 3 smaller services indoors at St. Anne's with smaller groups at 1, 3, and 5 p.m. He has given us the whole day, and we're most grateful to him. And we're most grateful to the reopening committee who will orchestrate and facilitate this event as well. On the evening after confirmation, Monday, July 20th, the reopening committee will meet again to evaluate our confirmation liturgy and how it went. And I have every reason to believe, given all the work that's already gone into it, it will go well. But we will evaluate it and then make a decision as to whether or not we will move possibly toward an outdoor liturgy, outdoors at St. Anne's on the weekend of August 1 and 2. There is nothing chiseled in cement here. This is something that we are shooting for. If we are able to do it, we will do it, and we will let you know more definitively as time goes on. So don't think that it's already a done deal. It is not. But if we can make this work, we'll make it work, and then we'll see what the rest of August looks like. Moving forward in the month of August, we also still have 100 families waiting for First Communions. And speaking at staff the other day, we're exploring the possibility of perhaps organizing an outdoor First Communion celebration at St. Anne's as well. Where we have 100 families, we would at least have to break the group down into 2 groups of 50. So rather than having 20 groups with 5, 2 groups of 50 could perhaps be a lot more spirited and a lot better for everybody involved. Something even more amazing, if you will. So that's still to be determined, the outdoor First Communion at St. Anne's. So we'll continue to keep you posted on that. That's about it as far as where we are at in terms of the reopening process right now. Once again, I just want you to know how much Father Peter and I value and cherish your lives, your love, and your support. And I would simply like to conclude this snippet this afternoon by making reference to some words here. I don't know where these words came from, but when I read them, I thought of you. And they go like this: made by God, uniquely designed, strategically gifted, unconditionally loved, exceptionally durable, and crafted with quality. What an awesome job God did when He made you. Thanks for listening.